greatest story I ever heard. Vernon Maxwell was back on that podcast with Barnes and whoever he does with. He's like, yeah, man, I got down to San Antonio, and Pop told me, if you go out to the club one more time, Vernon, he's like, I nearly beat a guy to death. He said, Vernon, you go out to the club again, you're gone. And he goes, yeah, man, no, I don't fucking listen to Pop. I didn't think, this is like before cell phones. So I leave, I go out to the club, I get back to the deal the next day, and Pop says, hey, bitch, pack your stuff up, you're out of here. He's like, what the what are you talking about? He's like, you weren't at the club last night? He's like, yeah, I was at the club last night. He put a private investigator on my ass. Stack Jack was like, yeah, they don't play down in San Antonio, dog. He's like, nah, man. He's like, yeah, they put a private investigator on me and shipped my ass out of there. Pop goes, I don't know who wants your worthless ass, but we're sending you somewhere, so pack your bags.
Welcome into the Slobberknocker Sports Podcast, episode 89. We're here today to talk everything in the sports world. Not a ton going on, but we're going to push through the dog days of July and August till we get to football season. It's what we do.
Close.
We'll talk some NBA Summer League today.
Well, of course.
We'll talk, of course, some Caitlin Clark. Indiana Fever have been rolling lately. Jannik Sinner wins the Wimbledon championship over Carlos Alcaraz yesterday. We can touch on that. We got the British Open this weekend coming up. So get your
Who ended up
picks
winning
on
the
that.
Scottish Open? I didn't see,
Goddard.
Oh, Goddard.
Goddard ended up pulling it out.
He's young.
He won by 2 strokes.
He hadn't been around that long. That's a good win for him.
Held off Rory.
He may have won one of the shitty PGA events at some point.
I feel like he's been in the top 5, 10 a couple times in the last 10 or 11 tournaments.
He was always thought of as a good up-and-coming golfer.
Yeah, he played really well. I mean, they were tied. I think I was looking at it like around hole 8 or 9.
Who was he tied with?
He was tied with Rory. Rory and him were tied. Rory tied for second. I forgot who else was in there, but it was kind of him and Rory coming down the stretch.
I think it was last year that Rory either won the Irish Open or the Scottish Open with one of the better shots I've ever seen. It was
last year because I think
or 3 wood to like a foot or something to win, or 3 feet.
I think it was last year because the year before didn't. What's the young Scottish guy or the young British guy who I said I don't like?
He won the British Open. Bob McIntyre.
He won the British Open?
I thought he did.
I didn't realize he.
Or was that just the Scottish Open that he won?
I thought he won the Scottish Open.
Oh, maybe it was. I can't remember. I just know he won one big tournament and they were going crazy.
It was the
Irish,
the Genesis, the one that was just this one.
So he won that one.
He finished 6th in the Open Championship in 19. That's his best finish there. He did finish 2nd in the U.S. Open this year. He ended up making a run, and then what's his name? JJ Spawn hit that crazy putt. He had the 2-putt, and he holed out from like 74 feet. Okay. Yeah, so we'll get your pick on that. We've got NFL. I came out with some rankings for all the players. The scouts, NFL scouts, ranked all the players of each position group. So we'll talk some about that as well, the quarterback ranking specifically. We got a WNBA or not, and a fake news or news or fake news. So all that good stuff. Let's start with the Brookie of the week. Haven't had one in a while, but this is a good one. Okay, we're going to go to NBA Summer League. And you know where I'm going with this. I'm going to a guy named David Jones-Garcia.
Yep.
This guy was on the Mexico City G League team last year as a rookie. It was actually, I figured the guy was older, but he's not. He's 23 years old. He was on the Mexico City G League. I think he started with Salt Lake City for 2 games.
Where did he play college?
So he played at 3 different places. He was at DePaul. Let's see. He was
Blue Demons.
He was at DePaul. Then he went to St. John's, and then I believe his final year was at Memphis. Played 4 years of college, 3 different colleges. He was all American Athletic Conference first team as a senior. So he was good in college. He was an all-conference, first-team all-conference player and a pretty good basketball conference. And then went to the G League, went undrafted. But this dude is an NBA player, and he has been absolutely balling in Summer League. He was one of the stars of the California Classic in the opening Summer League. And then in Vegas, he has played every game. They actually had him coming off the bench in their most recent game because Dylan Harper played, but he's actually not a point guard. He's like a 2-3, and they had him running point. He's playing phenomenally. 22 points a game in Vegas. He is shooting 63% from the field in 83.5% from three. He has missed 1 3 in Vegas Summer League. He is 8 for 9 from three. Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty crazy.
He's been phenomenal.
He's hot. But...
He's been playing out of his mind. He's a lefty.
I mean, that should be those stats should be good enough to be at least the 11th or 12th man on the bench. Like when you need points or someone's in foul trouble. Like, why wouldn't he be on the team?
100%. If the Spurs
and you get him for a league minimum, like why would you not do it?
The Spurs would be idiotic not to take him. I'm assuming because he's on the Summer League team, the Spurs have some sort of rights to him. That could be wrong because Summer League's weird. But I would assume they have some sort of ability to sign him before anybody else does. Either way, he will be on an NBA roster, in my opinion, at worst on a two-way deal.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I think maybe the way it works in Summer League, I could be completely wrong, is another team could offer you like the way you're playing, but the Spurs could match it or whatever.
I think that might be it is.
I mean, I don't know how. I know Summer League's always weird like that, but maybe not. Maybe it's just the Spurs have complete control until he's not on the roster anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I don't know how that works. I mean, I know he's on. If he was on, it says they have limited contracts usually, but I'm curious, like, because, like, what if some of these guys on the G League teams, I feel like they don't play for the same team in the Summer League sometimes, and so then who has the rights? I don't know, but this guy's on the Mexico City one, so I would assume if anybody had the rights to him, it would be us.
How does the Mexico City G League team work?
I don't know.
Are they affiliated with a team?
Well, it's the same way, I guess, that the Ignite works, where they're just not affiliated with anybody. I would think, like, they got rid of Ignite. But they did have Ignite for a couple years.
Yeah, but what are the Austin Spurs? Is that G League?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then that's our G League team, right?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're affiliated with anybody.
The Mexico team's
I don't
not
think them and Ignite or like with anybody. I think it's just like almost like you're a free agent at that point.
Oh, see, I'm so above my.
I honestly don't know either. It's above mine too.
Ignite was a G League team as well.
They were like all the best young players who weren't playing in college.
Got it. Okay.
And so
they didn't belong to a team. They just did
right.
Their
It's the same deal where like they're not. They hadn't been drafted yet, right? They're going to be drafted,
right?
So this guy actually went undrafted. I don't know how it works in Mexico City. It's a good question. Regardless, this guy's an NBA player, and if you've watched him play, you would have seen that. I mean, he's been phenomenal in the Summer League. 22 points a game, 5 rebounds, 2 steals a game. And look, all I thought about was this from a Spurs perspective. Look at Harrison Ingram. Harrison Ingram, we drafted last year as a second-round pick. He's the same age. Harrison Ingram's like about to turn 23. This guy's 23. If you watch them play, they're not in the same realm. Harrison Ingram's terrible. He's gotten no better. He's arguably gotten worse. And you have this guy who's averaging 20-plus points a game. I get it, it's Summer League, but it's clear. And in the G League, the guy had 2 50-point games last year for Mexico City. 2 50-point games in the G League. So he can score. He's a professional scorer. He deserves an NBA roster spot. He's my Brookie of the week.
He should be on the squad. I have no idea, full disclosure, who what is his name?
Harrison Ingram.
No idea.
He was our second-round pick last year. He's playing in this Summer League.
Where is he from?
North Carolina. He was on North Carolina.
Well,
you would probably know him if you saw him.
There you go.
Best thing I saw this week.
Hubert's done a hell of a job with those boys.
Oh, yeah. He's done a really good job, and he got a contract extension. Okay, we're going to go to the Summer League here for the best thing I saw this week. This is an insane block by Dylan Harper. I mean, the athleticism, and I'm going to get to Dylan Harper when we get to Summer League.
How has he been playing?
He only played one game. This is the only game he played because he's had a groin injury. Dude, look at that. I mean,
that's a crazy
that
block.
Is unbelievable athleticism right there. The 1-on-5 break. I'm telling you, and I'll say this when we get to, I'm going to do kind of like my top and like overperforming and underperforming rookies in the Summer League. But Dylan Harper is going to be a star. I think he's going to be a star. I'm all in on Dylan Harper. The more I watch him.
I'm not going to say that because I want him to have a good career.
Yeah, you already jinxed VJ Edgecombe, so thank you for that.
He's going to be a monster.
I think he was pretty bad in that first game.
Oh, I don't care.
Pretty sure. Right after you said that. No, but that was an incredible block. His athleticism is ridiculous. Carter Bryant, even though he's not been good, had a really good block as well in that first game the Spurs played against the Sixers. But that was the best thing I saw this week. I wanted to go to the inside the park home run from last week because I forgot to show it.
Awesome.
But it was a week ago, so I didn't want to go too far back to it. But that was the craziest thing. I think they said it was the first inside the park home run by a catcher in over 97 years.
That guy was a catcher. He can move.
Yeah.
He actually watched it too out of the box and then realized, it might hit the top part of that wall and then took off.
Oh, he was slow. Running. He was slow out the gate. He was watching it.
Yeah, and then he took off.
It was a home run.
Like, he's fast. Yeah. As soon as it took that big bounce off the wall,
but it's crazy that he got there with time to spare and he didn't go quick coming out of it.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I had a bet on that game too and won on that. Anyway, all right. Let's go to one more thing. We got the head scratcher of the week. It was the best and worst thing I saw this week. It was better, but in a worse way than the Dylan Harper block. And we are going to go to Summer League again.
You did show me this.
I did show you this. And I mean, this is one of the more embarrassing things, in all honesty, that I've ever seen at the NBA level. I mean, you could say this would be embarrassing at the high school level, but
no, this is embarrassing when you're a man, third grade.
All right,
third grade embarrassment. All right, here we go.
All right, this is off a jump ball. This is the Oklahoma City Thunder Summer League team, and they're going to score on their own basket in an NBA game. An NBA game. Scored on his own basket. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Is the ruling on that the closest player of the Nets gets credit for the basket?
Correct. And
they should give him -2 for that.
I kind of agree. That's actually a better way to score it.
Also, I told you this. If I'm the coach for Oklahoma City, and call me a monster for this, timeout. He's got to take his fucking jersey off on the court, and I send him home on the Greyhound. Not a nonstop. There is no such thing as a nonstop Greyhound, but the one that takes as many stops as possible on the way back to his location.
It should be like the Rico Bosco punishment. His name's Eric Reynolds.
I don't know.
He played for St. Joseph's. He's 22 years old, and yeah, I mean, no. To be fair, like if you score on your own basket, I think you should be like an automatic lifetime ban from the NBA. Like you should never be allowed to play in the NBA again.
I get, yeah. I mean, I don't, yeah. Mistakes happen, but yeah, you shouldn't be in the league if you're doing that shit. He obviously was, I mean, he got it. He was like, I cannot believe I'm this wide open. He grabbed that and put it right back up.
This is the easiest basket of my life.
The craziest thing about it, too, is I thought like mid-shot, he would like, almost, oh shit, and like pull, like, I'm shooting at the wrong basket and miss it, but it didn't cross his mind until after he let it go, and then like instantly he's like, oh, that's why I'm so wide open. This is my basket. Like,
I'm trying to see when he realized it.
I think it's like right.
Let's see
here.
Oh yeah. It was like, as it was hitting the backboard, it hit him.
Yeah.
It was too late to do anything, and it's already going up.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, look at him. He's like, oh, what do I do? Do I go get the ball? And then look at that guy right there pointing, like, hey, go inbound the ball now, buddy. Oh man.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
That is one of the worst things I've ever seen.
It is pretty bad.
On the bright side, he'll never be more embarrassed in his life. In a bad situation, he'll always remember it's not as bad as when I scored on my own basket in an NBA Summer League game on national television.
Yeah. The good news about Summer League too is these clips always just end up in the trash can. Like I know like this one's so bad. Like that happened in a regular season game, it'd live on probably forever, like the butt fumble or something like that. Because that never. Listen, we expect this out of the WNBA. Okay, but not in the NBA.
No, 100%. No,
absolutely.
The WNBA, if that happened, I would be like, that's a normal Tuesday.
Yeah, Angel Reed, no, seriously.
Yeah, but if you're talking about the NBA, even the Summer League, I mean, even college, if I saw it in high school, I'd be like, that's embarrassing. Okay, we can move on. That's all we got for videos here today. Let's go to some main topics here. I'm trying to think what I want to go to actually. You know what? Let's do news or fake news. Let's go right into news or fake news.
I've been reading up on the ESPN's news to see if I'm.
That's what you do. You go and look, and then you're a cheater.
And I go undefeated.
You're a cheater. You haven't missed in like 3 weeks because you read exactly what I'm doing. That's why I got to come up with some good fake ones.
I'm catching up on news.
Yeah. All right. It's time for news or fake news. Number 1, the San Antonio Spurs traded Malachi Branham, Blake Wesley, and a late second-round pick next year in return for Kelly Olynyk. And by the way, you're not allowed to type anything while we're doing this.
Oh, I'm not.
You cheater.
That's true. And I think it's a good find getting Olynyk. We needed another big off the bench, and those guys suck anyway. So we'll take Olynyk.
No, it's totally worth it. Malachi Branham and Blake Wesley are horrible. The second round pick, I think, was I think it might have been the Thunders.
Like the last
it was like a
round.
very late second round next year. It just didn't matter.
Who was Olenek even playing for? You said, was it the Wizards? Is that right?
I forget who he was even on. Yeah, I think it was the Wizards.
I don't know why I'm thinking Wizards, but I am.
He's been on like a bunch of different teams. He was on. I know he was on the Raptors he was on the Heat for a while.
Oh, yeah.
He was on the Pistons for a while. He was on the Jazz for 2 years. He was with the Pelicans. That's who it was. Trade him to the Pelicans. The
Gulf Coast Wizards. I
could have sworn maybe he got traded to the Wizards and then they traded him, because I could have sworn the Wizards are who we traded with.
Yeah.
But
not sure.
It says, let's see. I'm like, yeah. Okay. So Olenek was traded to the Wizards as part of a 3-team deal. And then he was traded 3 days later to the Spurs for that. So he did get, it was the Wizards. Okay. I was like, that. I swore it was the Wizards, because I remember thinking, hey, Malachi Branham might get some run on the Wizards because they're so bad.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Okay. Number 2, the Chicago Bears have stated they will make a decision on Ryan Poles' future after this season. The GM is Ryan Poles.
That's fake news. His job's safe.
It's fake news. They actually gave him a 3-year extension.
Yeah, that's just what the Bears
do.
do.
How on earth could you do that? How could you give the guy a 3-year extension? They're horrible. And they just fire their coach again. I mean, I just don't understand. Why would you possibly keep the guy and extend him? At the very least, let him have this 1 more year and see what happens with Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. But to keep him for 3 more, I think he's signed through 2030 now.
I guarantee that was when they brought in Ben Johnson, he was like, well, I don't know if I want to be, he's going to try to run the show here or whatever. So he ended up getting a 3-year contract.
Yeah, but they could just fire him right there and say, too bad.
Could. Well, I think they should have, but I don't think they were ready to do that. So that was kind of like, okay, now we have to do, like, yeah, it just went hand in hand. But yeah, I would have fired him.
I also have a feeling Ben Johnson was like, I want a say in who we get, and he's like not in position to leverage. Like, he has no leverage with his job security, in the sense that, like, Ben Johnson could probably be like, all right, I want to keep him here for 4 years, but I want a 50-50 say, or 51. I want final decision in what we do. And then if you go get a new guy, you don't know if you're going to be able to do that. So that could be total bullshit, but it's just what I'm thinking. All right. Number 3, by the way, how Ben Johnson has to be just kicking himself for not taking the Washington Commanders job. Number 3, the WNBA announced last week they would be adding an additional 3 expansion teams in Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia over the next 5 years, bringing the total WNBA franchises to 18 by 2030.
It sounds like news, because those are 3 really shitty cities, and the WNBA is like, let's get in there. Let's get into the 3 of the shittiest cities in the country and bring this awful fucking product.
So are you saying? So you're saying news?
It's news.
It is news.
I knew they were adding 3 teams. I saw it, but I didn't know what cities.
So apparently they were adding 3 teams. So they added the Valkyries this year, right? And they were already set to add 2 more. I believe one is in Canada somewhere, and I forget the other one. So there was already 2 more to be added. 1 got added this year, 2 more to be added. That was going to bring it to 15, and then we just added those 3 more. So now we're going to be to 18. But guys, it's not Caitlin Clark that's doing this, right? It's nothing to do with Caitlin Clark.
No.
We've expanded 0 teams or 2 teams in 20 years, but in 2 years that she's been in the league, we're now going to expand to 18.
It's Angel Reese.
Oh,
too,
yeah, that's what it is.
She's on the cover of 2K.
Did you see the picture of her with the brick? It was her, but they took the ball out and AI'd a brick in there.
There were some crazy ones.
That was a great one. Oh, there was crazier ones than that? I don't want to know.
That's what
actually.
People say.
Okay. That is news though, and Caitlin Clark will be dominating an 18.
Bailey, don't
league.
shake your head over me. That was sent. That was sent to me by somebody else.
Did you send it to me? Oh, okay. I didn't. I must have missed that. I'm going to look it up while I say number 4. Okay, number 4, defensive tackle Lamar Brown, the nation's top recruit, chose Texas A&M over LSU, Texas, and Miami.
It's fake news. And the reason it's fake news is you never put anything positive with A&M in this show.
Okay, well now I know how to get you. But it is fake news. Can you tell me why it's fake news, though?
Because he went to Texas instead of Texas A&M.
No, I
don't know.
But that was a good. That's a good guess, though.
That's what
no, it's actually he chose LSU over those schools. He's from Baton Rouge. He's a 6'5", 285-pound defensive tackle. Now, here's a question for you: can you name the last time or last player that LSU signed who was the number 1 overall recruit in his class. And it's a very, very big-time player,
Odell
at least in
Beckham
college.
Jr.?
Nope. Good guess, though. One more. You're on the right side of the ball. You're on the right side of the ball, wrong position.
Trying to think who it could have
2014.
been. Oh, Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette.
Yeah,
there you go. That's a good guess, yeah. 2014, Leonard
If
Fournette.
I would have given 30 more seconds, I probably would have gotten Leonard Fournette.
He's impatient. Okay, yeah, but Leonard Fournette was the last one. If this guy,
Leonard Fournette looked like he was 32 coming out of high school,
and he looks like he's 62 now. But if they hold on to this guy, it will be the first one since Leonard Fournette, and also if he stays number 1, 2026 class. All right, number 5. Rumors are swirling after pictures of Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion together surfaced on a vacation getaway.
This is more of a question for Bailey. He's our resident in-house female rapper aficionado. Bailey, what do we got here? Is this real news, fake news?
I just saw that.
You got a thumbs up, so it looks like that is news. I got a thumbs up by the producer.
Then this doesn't count.
You know what's funny? I actually knew this was news because I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw some stupid fucking picture and it was like Megan Thee Stallion with Klay Thompson ? So I knew this was news, but I had to get Bailey involved because this is his culture.
Yeah,
he's
fair.
From Memphis. This is his culture. And I yield to him on these questions.
Senator, I yield the floor.
Yes.
Can anybody tell me who the heck Megan Thee Stallion is?
Bailey could. He'd give you.
Know this?
He'd probably name
what
her.
Is she?
Name her parents.
What is she on Love Island or something? What is
How
it?
fucking dare you, bro? She's got big songs.
Oh, she's an artist.
Yes.
Musician.
Please.
Okay. Turner's culture.
Big.
I'm not.
I'm culture. I am for the culture.
Okay, I'll go. I actually was gonna put this on the big finish, but I'm gonna change it because I didn't have a big finish. I only did this one, and I initially had it on.
I'll tell you what, folks, this guy's slacking. He goes on a bachelor party, gets a girlfriend. Next thing you know, we don't have a fucking big finish.
You know what's funny too is I can see where I fell asleep last night typing this.
4 a.m.
Yeah, because actually I went to bed at like almost midnight last night, but I was so tired. I was in the airport for 9 hours yesterday. Got delayed again. I have the worst luck with flight with anything but betting lately. But I was holding down the key is held down for 18 lines. Okay, last one. Marty Fish won the American Century Championship this weekend while Charles Barkley finished 69th. News or fake news?
I'm going to say it's news because Marty Fish, out of those guys, is the best golfer at this point. So, news.
Yes, I got him to miss one on the bonus, and it was not even supposed to be on there.
Well, that didn't count.
So I cheated, and I'll take it. No, actually, I figured you would, and I actually had it as the correct guy, but I figured you would guess news regardless, and I know Marty Fish is good. Joe Pavelski actually won.
Pavelski's always been close. Him, Marty Fish, Smoltz has gotten a little bit older, so he's not quite as good, but Pavelski, Fish, and then there's another really good. Oh, I think it's Derek Lowe, the baseball player. Was he in the top 5?
He was not.
He's always usually pretty good.
Apparently, Tony Romo was up there, and his back was really bothering him, and couldn't had a weak finish. But Romo finished 8th. Marty Fish finished 9th. Adam Thielen's always up there. He was tied for 11th. Yeah. How about Michael Pena in the top 10? The actor Michael Pena. That's very surprising. I didn't know he was a good golfer. Let's see. Number 1 was Pavelski. John Smoltz finished 2nd.
Oh, Smoltz did. Yeah, he's always been good. It seemed like over the last few years he's lost his game a bit.
Who's Jake Owen?
That's a country star.
Okay, he was 3rd.
Dang, his game must he must play a lot of golf.
Also keep in mind, and you know this, the scoring on this is different. It's not strokes. It's you get points per what you get.
It's called stable for scoring,
it's kind of dumb. They're all these guys are good enough to where you might as well just play regular strokes, I guess.
Yeah.
But regardless, who's Taylor Twellman? You know who that is?
That's the old soccer analyst for ESPN.
Well, apparently they were talking about him he was pretty good.
Twellman,
and he finished 4th, and then Steph Curry finished 5th. Mark Mulder, Annika Sorensen.
Mulder's
Tony
always
Romo.
up there.
Yeah. I'm trying to look. Who was the guy you said?
Lowe, Lowe. I don't know if he's playing, but he
didn't play because I don't see him on here.
He was always up towards the top.
Yeah, Barkley did finish 69th though, which actually there was, 90 people in there?
Yeah,
so
he's been playing a lot better.
It's actually not that bad. He beat George Kittle, DeMarcus Ware, Larry the Cable Guy, Miles Teller, Trevor Lawrence. Look at Barkley, Joe Theismann. Joe Theismann played? Damn. Brian Bumgardner played. He finished 71st.
See, Derek Lowe last year finished 5th, one spot behind Moltz. Last year was Marty Fish, Pavelski, Annika Sorenstam, John Smoltz, Derek Lowe, Mark Mulder, Thielen, Taylor Twillman. Yeah, so I mean, all the same characters there. Austin Reeves tied for 13 last year. He's a pretty good golfer, I guess.
Oh yeah, Austin Reeves went on Good and did like a tournament on there. Apparently, like their first big tournament that they hosted. And anyway, yeah, he's a pretty good golfer. He's not bad. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna do two things. We're gonna go to WNBA or not, and then we'll go to some NFL.
I mean, I've had a hankering for WNBA. It's been a long, long time.
It's time to play WNBA or not.
All right, number one. Is a WNBA player or not?
Give me picture number 2.
Well, what are you leaning here?
It doesn't matter. I want picture number 2.
No, I think I'm gonna give you only one.
That's bullshit.
I think I only want one. I think
you're last week.
I think you're unsure. Well, hold on. Do this, then get the talking point after this.
Zoom in. At least zoom in. I mean, my God. That looks like one of Bailey's favorite women rappers. He'd be all over this chick.
Bailey, should I? Don't
Bailey,
give him any
who is
hint.
that?
Bailey,
is that I call them all Sexy Red or Scissor. It's the only names I know.
Bailey, don't tell him who this is if you know. And also, should I give him a second picture or should I make him choose just from this picture? I kind of think he should have to choose from this picture because I think he doesn't know. I think he's going to be totally guessing.
There you go. Second picture.
No,
Bailey
if you don't know, then this is a good one.
So are you giving me a second picture or do somebody guess?
No, you got to guess.
Okay, it's some kind of fucking rapper. Not a WNBA player.
You want the second picture?
No, not a WNBA player.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie here. I'm confusing myself. This is not a WNBA.
Here we go.
No.
Here we go, Bailey.
100%. Listen, 100%. This is not a WNBA player. You're correct.
However,
I think this is Megan Thee Stallion. That's what I did.
Oh.
And I'm not. But now looking at her and looking at the picture of Megan Thee Stallion. Oh no, this is Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah,
wow.
This is Megan Thee Stallion.
Look at that.
All right, we're gonna go to number 2 here.
Oh, he wanted us to talk about Texas Tech spending ungodly amounts
Okay, well,
of money on
that's
the
a good one to
roster.
talk about. We'll talk about that for college football segment.
You know what? A lot of people in the state are liking to bitch about it that have been spending money for a long time. Now Texas Tech gets a billionaire, and they're spending all this money. It's not fair.
Well, it is fair, but they just are still gonna suck. It doesn't matter.
Oh, shut
a shithole is a shithole. What do you want to do? What do you want to do about it? All right, number 2, WNBA player or not?
Zoom in. Got one picture or two?
I have a second one, and I'll give you the second one on this one.
Oh, that means he's trying to trick me. Classy hand tat.
I just think.
Oh, dude, you know what? I don't even need a second one for this one. This bitch plays in the WNBA.
Let's go. He's 1 for 2. That's a miss right there.
Who the fuck is that? What sport does she play?
This is the problem here. Okay, this is Ella Mai. Ella Mai. Ellamai. And she is a singer-songwriter. And all I did was type in people who look like WNBA players, and I found this lady, and she's around.
Well,
look, this is her one. I'll pull her up.
So now you're using AI. This is bullshit.
No, I'm not using AI. That's real. Look, this is LMI.
She looks like she plays in the WNBA.
I know. I thought that was a good one right there. All right, number 4.
No. This is number 3.
Sorry,
bro.
number 3. Getting ahead of myself here. Number 3.
Come on, Bailey. The fact that you didn't know that was Megan Thee Stallion pisses me off, dude. Fucking Coco Goff. Zoom in. Oh, no, it's not. I'm a long way from the TV. Okay, if this is what you're doing here, and I could be wrong. You could have my mind in a blender. This is a WNBA player. And the reason I think this is a WNBA player is the background looks like an acting fucking like headshot. So this has to be a WNBA player. Am I right? Okay, thank you. I knew that's what you're trying to throw me off.
I honestly, that was not in my mind. I just was trying to find a neutral picture of her because when you find a WNBA player, their Instagram...
She looks like a B-list actress. You know, like has been in a couple TV shows here and there, struggling, also waits tables in L.A. Yeah. No, I mean, that's...
D-League, maybe. This is...
maybe
actress
C-League.
is a
I don't
stretch.
know, like a Hallmark movie, like Hallmark movies. I guess that would be C. Yeah.
This is the same girl that I showed you who ran off the court crying and throwing a hissy fit, and she's cross-eyed. Yeah, same girl. Errol Atkins is her name, of the Chicago Sky. Chicago
Sky's got a bunch of interesting characters on that team.
All right, number
to say the least.
Number 4 here. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see what I did here. Number 4. Okay, let's go.
I need to get this one. I'm playing with house money late. Come on. Now he's trying to figure out which one to give me next.
Well, I did.
He wants it all to come
down.
Well,
no, because I
line.
accidentally did 6, and so now I'm picking here. Okay.
Now you only get 5, bitch. Don't throw the bonus in and try to play for a draw. So you got 2 more pictures. There are rules here.
No.
Nom.
I already picked the one I'm just as high on the picture. Okay, I got it.
I get both pictures.
No.
He's thinking Turner's like, okay, she's in Italy, yada, yada, yada. Can't be a WNBA player. So it is a WNBA player, but it's not a WNBA player. Not a WNBA player.
Let's go. We're coming down to the last one. That is a WNBA player.
Who the fuck is that little bitch? She looks like she's 4'8".
That's Rachel Banham of the Chicago Sky as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Is she retired? She looks old.
No, she plays. She starts for them, actually. She's short and white, and she looks... If you saw her on the court, look at this. Rachel Banham. If you saw her on the court, you would think, how the heck is this girl a WNBA player?
She balls. White chocolate.
Look. Hold on.
Yeah, she's 31. I mean,
okay, she's not 40. That's a big difference.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, those glasses, it's not, the best...
That's the game,
picture.
Bitch.
I know.
That's the game. This isn't WNBA player 29 and under, okay? There's no limit on age on this show.
She actually starts?
Is she in the league or not? Yeah, she actually does start. Now, I don't know if she did at the beginning of the year because they had some injuries, but she does start now.
What is she, like 5'2"?
She is...
A squatty little fucker.
She is a full 5'10". She's about my height.
Bullshit.
Half an inch shorter.
And that picture's deceiving. It makes her look tiny. I guess just with the giant mountain.
I do have a second one, but for time sense, we're gonna move on.
This is bullshit.
Okay.
Let me see the second one.
It all comes down to this.
I get both pictures.
I only have one for this one.
Nope. Then you gotta go for the other picture. Sure. You know that looks like that looks. No, you wouldn't do that. You're not stupid enough to give me a tennis player.
I'll tell you this. That's not a tennis player.
It kind of looks like Sloane Stephens.
No, it's not
from
Sloane
backed
Stephens.
Up. Zoom in. What do we got going on the lip here? Is that a piercing?
No, I don't know. Is it? Looks like lipstick.
There's just
inaccurate lipstick.
Yeah. All right. Zoom out. And look at that. It could be like a tiny guard. Yeah, not a WNBA player.
Fuck! Gosh, I thought I had him.
She's too little, man. She just looks little. This girl just looks really... Like, the only position she could play is she would have been like a fast point guard.
What's funny is I think she's actually not that short. This is actually a girl from the show Love Island. Her name is Olandria Carthen. And she is on season 7 or whatever of Love Island, whatever the new season is. Let's go to some NFL.
Let's do it.
Wait, real quick.
I saw
Let
those
me ask
rankings.
you a question real quick.
I saw those rankings.
So, do you want to, never mind. We're going to go to NFL. Okay, so do you have the quarterback one pulled up?
Yeah, I saw the quarterback one for a second, and I'd just like to say,
I'm putting it up on the screen right now.
Obviously, we take this as gospel, and the scouts, for my friend at home, Sean, who claims Matthew Stafford's dog shit. Well, guess what, buddy? Matthew Stafford's 109 years old. He's number 6 quarterback in the NFL, according to
And
scouts.
Actually, I think that's pretty accurate, to be honest.
I would put him like right there at
because
6 or 7.
To me, how I take this list is if I'm
they got Noodle Arm at 8.
Well, that's wrong. But
they got Noodle Arm at 8.
That's ridiculous. But
what a gunslinger, Jared. Pig Dog called this from the beginning.
Guy's so bad.
My God.
But I guess the way I look at this list is for the scouts, obviously this has to be the case if Stafford's up there, is if I'm trying to win this year, who is the best player going into this year, right? Who is going to give me the best chance to win a Super Bowl? And so if you're looking at the list here, I agree with you. Stafford is up there and deserves to be up there. I'll start here and I'll ask you the same question. Because of this, I have an issue with Lamar Jackson at 4. And I read an article earlier about a guy complaining and saying that Lamar Jackson should be number 1. And if you're going by statistics, like basic just year-over-year statistics in regular season, you could make the argument. If you're going by who's the best quarterback, who I trust to take me to a Super Bowl in 1 year, building a brand new team around him, Lamar Jackson should not be he should at the very least be below Jaden Daniels. How many years has Lamar Jackson been in the league? 10? It's been a while now, right? How long has he been in the league, you know?
He's been in the league probably 8 years.
He's 28, yeah. So he's been
This is year 8 probably.
Yeah. So
is that right? I don't know.
Let's see. I'm looking here. He's been in the league since 2018. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah. So he's been in the league. This will be year 8. He's been to 1 conference championship. 1. Jaden Daniels is number 5. He went to 1 his first year with a worse team, with a worse defense, with a first-year head coach, right? Lamar has better receivers. He has a Super Bowl winning head coach. How can you possibly have Jaden Daniels below Lamar Jackson if you're looking at it from that perspective? And if you're looking at it from a statistical perspective only, then he's above Mahomes because he's had better numbers than Mahomes the last 4 years.
Wait a second. You're asking for Jaden Daniels to be above Lamar Jackson?
100%.
Oh yeah, that's crazy take.
If you're building a team right now.
No. But that's somewhere they're doing. This is like a 1 year.
No, I know. Right? I'm saying for this 1 year. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm saying for this 1 year.
That's why Stafford's 6.
I'm taking Jaden Daniels over Lamar Jackson. I might take Matthew Stafford over him. He can't win the playoffs. He's had a better team than half these guys on the top 10. More than them. He's got probably the best team around him the last 5 years. He had Derrick Henry this year. Couldn't get past Josh Allen in the playoffs. What are we talking about? He has a Super Bowl winning head coach. What are we talking about? How is he number 4? He should be number 1 if you're going by statistics. If you're going by who's going to win me a Super Bowl this year, he's not on the list. He can't win in the playoffs. He never has been able to. Until he does it, he should not be in that top 5. I don't get that. That makes no sense to me. 1, 2, and 3 are undisputed in my opinion. It's not close. I think you could argue that Joe Burrow is 2 and Josh Allen is 3 because Joe Burrow has been to a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow has done it in the playoffs. But that, to be fair, hasn't been Josh Allen's fault. And he's at least been there and just lost to Mahomes multiple times. And it was because of his defense or he would have gone to a Super Bowl.
I actually have zero problem with the list except maybe I wouldn't have Goff at 8. I'd have him more like 12 or 13.
I wouldn't have Jalen Hurts in the top 10 at all.
For winning a Super Bowl right now, I mean, he won the Super Bowl last year.
But hold on. Do you agree that I think, and I'm not hating on Jalen Hurts. And no, listen, I'm not at this point. I don't like Jalen Hurts, but I'm not hating on him. He was phenomenal in the Super Bowl. I bet him to win the Super Bowl MVP in that game. I bet him. However, he was carried there until that game. What did he do? They should have lost in that first round of the Rams, in the divisional round. They should have lost. Stafford was driving out of the 20-yard line. He was not good in that game. He was not good in the conference championship game. He wasn't great in the regular season. He hasn't been great in the regular season the last couple of seasons. They lost in the first round the year before. Yes, he was good in the Super Bowl. Congratulations. He has the best offensive line in football. He has the best running back in football. He has the best defense in football. You put any of those top 15 quarterbacks in his position, they win the Super Bowl. They do. They're that good. They were that good. I don't think that's disputable. So to me, again, if you're going by putting him on an equal roster as everybody else to win a Super Bowl this year, I don't think there's question. I'd rather have Dak Prescott. I would. I'd rather have Dak Prescott. I'd rather have C.J. Stroud.
Oh, well, I'd much rather have C.J. Stroud.
I'd rather have multiple guys who did not make that list over him.
He's a complicated one because I agree in a sense. Like if you just throw him on a generic team. But you also have to realize it's the same thing with Lamar, though, that both those teams are built, like offensively, are built around both those guys.
Agreed.
Like it's like they just built the teams around them to have a running quarterback. So it's like, it's a slippery slope with both of them because it's like, okay, they're very good at what they do, like in those offenses, and they're very good at doing exactly what they're asked to do. But if you put Lamar Jackson in, say, the Cincinnati Bengals offense, where it's like, sure, he'd run for his life or whatever, but they're not. It's just the downhill running style where it's like Henry and then him off the boots and running around. It's just it's just very different.
But I will say this. I think Lamar's system is much more tailored to him.
Yeah.
Whereas Jalen Hurts, to me, is more of a plug and play. Like, I don't think it hurts them that much to plug anybody else in there, minus the tush push, which really is a lot of how the offensive line goes low. Now, Jalen Hurts is a big part of it. He's strong. He has strong legs, and they're fine pushing him and putting all that weight on him, and he's a strong, durable guy.
Right.
But besides the tush push, do you agree that offense it's different than in Baltimore, where, yes, it's built around Jalen Hurts and a running quarterback, but you could plug in most of the top 15 and they're still an elite team. Maybe like 12, 13, 14, 15, they're not great. They're not like Super Bowl worthy, but like any of the other top 10, you plug them in there in that team that they could adapt and be just as good, because a lot of it is the defense. A lot of it is Barkley. Now, the dual threat is part of it for sure. I'm not saying
when
it's
he's
not.
Healthy. Yeah, like when he can run, it's a big part of it, but
he wasn't healthy most of the year too.
A lot of times he just can't, or he's not running as much. And anyway, yeah, he's an interesting one. I think everybody else is pretty much like, I don't have any like crazy beefs.
Any problem with Herbert being that high?
No, I think Herbert's that good.
I do too.
I just think his team. I mean, he's been throwing the ball to fucking what's his name?
I know, it's like Ladd McConkey was his number one receiver last year.
Johnson.
Yeah,
I mean Ladd McConkey.
No, I love Ladd McConkey. I'm just saying,
yeah.
He's a rookie. He's a rookie white guy, and he's like your number one receiver as a coming cool out the bench from Georgia.
Well, first of all, what does white have anything to do with it?
Well,
it's pretty good. Pretty good as actually, you know what? Maybe if you drafted more white guys like me, like Brock Bowers and Ladd McConkey.
I would like to say this because you love to brag about Brock Bowers. I was higher on Brock Bowers, way higher than you were. My plan the whole time for Jonathan's team was to get Bowers, and you would have drafted. Here's the difference between us. And you did take Bowers, credit to you. Congratulations. You got the great white hope. He's the number one tight end. He got ranked the number one tight end by the same rankings. And he should be. I said Brock Bowers was the second best player in the draft, or the second best player in the draft behind Jaden Daniels. But I told Jonathan, in our league, it would be criminal to not draft a quarterback. Now, I regret not telling Jonathan to take Jaden Daniels, but I did think he was the best quarterback.
Yeah, you told him.
No, I
just
told him. I can't tell you. I think Jaden Daniels is going to be better, but I can't tell you to draft him over Caleb Williams because everybody seems to think Caleb's so good, and I don't want to fuck your team up. So I was like, you do what you want. I like Jaden Daniels better, but everybody thinks Caleb is better besides me. And then I also said this. I said, I think Brock Bowers is the best non-quarterback. Our league is different. You have to take a quarterback. But I said Brock Bowers, I would take him over Marvin Harrison Jr. I absolutely would.
No,
I told you. You can ask Jonathan. I told him I would take him. I would
told him to take a. No, you told him Jonathan needed a tight end.
No, but I told him
traded him Kelsey or whatever.
You can ask Jonathan. I said I think Brock Bowers is a difference maker. He's Kelsey-esque, and I think he's going to be the best tight end in the league in a couple years. I didn't think it would happen this quick. Even I didn't think that.
Yeah,
I did say he was going to be the best position player.
You have to realize at that time. I couldn't give up on him because he was still only 22 years old. I had Kyle Pitts in the worst offense of football. So I was like, hey, as soon as Arthur Smith's gone, you would hope that Kyle Pitts, who was supposed to be the second coming of,
I agree.
And, at 22, I'm like, okay, I can't give up on him. But then as soon as Josh took Marvin Harrison Jr., I thought he was going to take quarterback. I was like, okay, I'm going to take Brock Bowers. But, yeah, I mean, it ended up working out in my favor for sure. Ladd McConkey I was always going to take, but I'm glad he fell to me in the second round there.
I really liked Ladd, but I took Ricky Pearsall, I think right after you took Ladd, who I still like a lot. Okay, looking at some of the other rankings, though, they did have, like I said, so we had Brock Bowers number one in the tight ends spot.
I didn't see, is that on NFL or where is that at?
If you go to ESPN. I'm
on it, but I just see quarterbacks.
If you type in Google ESPN latest news, and then it'll pop up where there's one, and it's like a list, and it'll have like all the recent stories, and it has all the positions on here. I can pull it up on the screen for you. Hold on. I'm going to pull up the running backs.
Running backs is, let's see how I do. Don't show me. Running backs are Saquon 1, Derrick Henry 2. Who do they have number 3? Number 3.
Oh, I just flashed it.
No, I'm not looking. Number 3 would be... Well, last year he had a great year, but they won't have Mix in there at 3. Who could number 3 be?
I'm scrolling. Yes. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Then we've got Bijan 4, McCaffrey 5, Josh Jacobs 6, Jonathan Taylor 7, James Cook 8, Joe Mixon 9, Alvin Kamara 10. I'm surprised Alvin Kamara is in the top 10 still.
Was just doing...
Bucky Irving got voted well. Aaron Jones, A-Chain. Breece Hall, I think, should probably be in the top 10.
Yeah,
I think Breece.
He just didn't have.
I would actually have Breece Hall above both Mixon and Kamara. I know he didn't have great of a year last year, but if I'm taking a running back for this year, I'd rather have him over those two guys.
Right.
I love James Cook; he's great. Jonathan Taylor is still really good. Jacobs, I don't know. Any problems with this? Any qualms
no,
with this?
I would have had Breece Hall in the top 10 for sure. I don't know. I don't know why he's not there. I guess maybe he just didn't have the greatest year, but it's weird that like executives. I probably would have had Bucky Irving in there too. He had a pretty good year.
I like Bucky Irving.
Jones has always been a solid back.
He's just older.
A-Chain, I am shocked that I don't know if that's above Breece Hall or what, but yeah.
No, I think this is just honorable mention and not in no order.
Breece Hall I think should be. I think overall he's a better overall back than Mixon. I mean, I don't know. I'd have him like at 6 or 7 probably.
James Conner just seems to always have good years despite like
he is good. He's just good.
He's solid, good. Man. I really like him. Other guys receiving votes: Kyron Williams, David Montgomery, Brian Robinson, Chuba Hubbard, DeAndre Swift, and Kenneth Walker. The only guy I wouldn't have up here is A-Chain, and it's nothing to do with his talent. It's the fact that I don't think he'll stay healthy for more than 8 games a year, like a single year. Yeah, he just cannot stay healthy. He's just not you almost move him to slot receiver and just, like mix him up in the backfield. I think it might be a better move for him for the longevity of his career, I think. This
is pretty funny. ESPN must be listening to you in your disgraceful takes on Jalen Hurts.
I knew you were going to say
Sirianni rips narrative that Eagles carried Hurts. Just came out, breaking news. Disgusted with people like you that say, oh, he's a black quarterback. He's not very good. And that's the narrative you always have. And Bailey's nodding his head yes over there, and it's just sad.
Bailey was not nodding his head.
You've done this
you made that up.
You've done this to Mike Tomlin. Done it to everybody.
By the way, okay? Mike Tomlin, 3,000+ days since his last playoff victory, just so everybody knows. We'll throw that counter up on the screen right there.
Coach.
Right there. Thank you very much. And they're going to miss the playoffs. They might make the playoffs. They're not going to win a playoff game again this year. Okay.
No, you're already on the record saying they're not going to have a winning season.
Yeah, they're not going to have a winning season.
Okay.
They're not. I agree. I'm not. I wouldn't go back on that. Okay.
8-1, 9-8.
We're going to go through. We're going to do 2 divisions. We're going to do 2 divisions of a show for the next 4 weeks. We're going to give our way too early picks for each division, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Okay, so we're going to rank 1, 2, 3, 4, where they're going to finish. Okay, we're going to go, we'll start, you want to start NFC or AFC? You pick one.
We'll go AFC first.
Okay, so we're going to go AFC. We're going to start in the AFC South, okay, with your Houston Texans, the Tennessee Titans, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Indianapolis Colts. I want 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Texans will win the division. The Colts will be second in the division. Jags and then 90 feet of scum and the worthless Tennessee Titans. Bailey's Tennessee Titans.
How dare you?
How probably dare you? Callahan. It's going to be a fucking shit show. Callahan gets fired by week 7. They'll be 1-6. And that's the way that one's gonna. The Texans will win 11 games, 11-6.
Everybody, calm down here, okay? The Titans are not gonna be the last place. So
how many wins? Ask Bailey how many wins they're gonna have.
Bailey, how many wins is Tennessee gonna have? He says at least 6. He's an optimist.
6.
Ready for this? Okay. AFC South rankings coming into this season. Where they're gonna finish? So AFC South coming in at number 4. Is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. Doug is out. Doug Peterson, Super Bowl champion.
And author. They can't win without Doug. That's a good point. They might be 4th. They can't win.
That's not where I was going with that.
That team needs a leader, and they can't win without Doug.
That's not where I was going with that.
That guy from the Bucs is a fucking weirdo, too.
Yeah,
what's his name?
Cohen
or whatever?
Yeah.
Duval.
He's very odd.
Yeah, he's a weird dude. And then they also went out and got that British fuck to be the GM.
They've got
that's the weirdest fucking combo in the NFL in years. That the guy that's doing giving you philosophy lessons that went to Oxford.
James Gladstone.
Yes, and then Liam Cohen or whatever.
Liam Cohen and James Gladstone. That's a pair that you would not have expected.
That is gonna go down in flames.
Yeah, and you know who they still have?
Tops.
You know who they still have? Trevor Lawrence. And Trevor Lawrence is a bust.
Great quarterback.
And I told you he was a bust when you drafted him in fantasy, and then you pawned him off on Will. Kudos to you. Or was it? Yeah, it was Will, right? Or was it Patrick? I can't remember. You got Stroud.
I think it was Will.
No, it was Will. You got it, and then he traded him to Patrick for Anthony Richardson. That's what it was. So anyway, coming in at number 4, the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll be dead last. They're going to win 4 games this season. 4 games. That's how many games Trevor Lawrence wins as a starter. Trevor Lawrence, I think will go down with a season-ending injury because they're so bad and their offensive line.
Why would you wish that?
Well, I don't wish it upon him. I'm just guessing what's going to happen. All right, coming in at number 3, Ready? We're going to go with the Indianapolis Colts because the Titans are not finishing dead last in this division. The Indianapolis Colts, Anthony Richardson, the most inaccurate quarterback in the history of football, at least since Jamarcus Russell, somehow still in the league. He'll have 17 concussions this year, and the Indianapolis Colts are going to win 7 games. They will finish second to last in the division. Coming in at number 2, they're going to win 8 games. That's the Tennessee Titans. They're not going to make the playoffs, but they're going to have a much better year than they did last year behind Cam Ward.
Chance of winning the fucking Powerball than the
Cam Ward is going to lead the Titans to 8 wins.
Bailey just shakes his head.
And I believe in my Tennessee Titans having a mediocre season. Okay?
Yeah, there you go. See, that even put him over. He's even more upset with that.
They're not my Tennessee Titans. I am a Vanderbilt Commodore, though. Number 1, the Houston Texans. I don't think they're good. I think Stroud is going to have a better year than next year. Do I think he's going to be great like he was year 1? No. I think he's somewhere in between those 2 years of what we saw. He's going to be better than he was last year. The Texans' defense is going to be better than they were last year. They have a little bit better offensive line than last year, and so I'm going to say Texans win 10 games. They're the division champ. They host a playoff game, but they have a worse record than the 5 seed, just like they did last year and the year before. They're going to host another playoff game with a worse record. They win 9 or 10 games, and they lose in the first round of the playoffs. That's my prediction, okay? Wow, bold prediction.
I love
Bailey
that call.
Just said
Dimes,
that Danny
baby.
Dimes is going to come in, take over, and that the Colts are going to win the division behind Danny Dimes. And it would not be Danny Dimes' well, no, it would be Danny Dimes' first divisional championship, right? They didn't win the championship that year, the NFC East, the year that he was good. They just went to the playoffs, right? The Cowboys won it. I think that's true. Regardless, it would be the second time he went to the playoffs because he did take the Giants to the playoffs that year.
I like that take, Bailey. You know I'm a Dimes man.
Didn't Dimes win a playoff game?
Danny Dimes, yeah, he won a playoff game.
They beat the Vikings, I think, if I remember correctly. Kirk Cousins.
Yep.
Not
Dimes,
all that
Dimes
impressive.
And the boys.
Okay, let's go. Give me one. What's the next one? Do you want to do AFC East, South, or North?
You pick it. You start.
Let's go with the AFC North. We'll go south. South now. Let's go to the North
Division.
So what?
Said what a division.
What a division. So go ahead. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Starting, bitch.
Oh, you want me to start
last
it?
One.
All right, here we go. Coming in at number 4, their head coach hadn't won a playoff game in over 3,000 days.
Oh, my God, the disrespect.
He is the most overrated coach in professional sports,
Rodgers.
and he keeps his job year after year after year, despite not winning a playoff game. He has one fraudulent Super Bowl behind Ben Roethlisberger, the Hall of Famer. Coming in at number 4, they're going to win 5
alleged
games.
Rapist.
5 games. Alleged. They're going to win 5 games. Okay? The Pittsburgh Steelers. All right? Coming in at
How
number
many games?
5. Coming in at number 3.
You're fucking nuts.
Coming in at number 3, they're going to win 6 games. You know why? Because cool Joe Flacco is going to lead them to 6 victories. He might be 49 years old. He might be going on one leg, okay? But he's still got big cojones. And Joe Flacco
I got big cojones.
will
You got little cojones.
Joe Flacco will make sure that the Cleveland Browns do not finish in last place. They're going to be bad, but they're not going to be as bad as Mike Tomlin's Steelers. Coming in at number 2, shocking the world, they're not going to win the division, the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens will be the number 2 team in this division, okay? Because Lamar Jackson has had over and over again underperformed in the playoffs, and it's weighing on him, and that loss is going to bring him down in the regular season next year. He always comes into the season a couple pounds overweight. He's eating popcorn. He's drinking milkshakes. He's fucking anything that moves. And now he comes in this year.
Is that
and he
Lamar?
Gets, I don't know. I made that up.
He's a family man.
I made that up. He comes in this year.
How dare you?
And he has a bad start to the season. And everybody's like, what's wrong with Lamar? But they rebound. They rebound for 10 wins, and they sneak in the wild card spot behind the AFC North Division champion, Cincinnati Bengals, who I picked to go to the Super Bowl last year, and I'm picking again this year, behind Joe Burrow, the best quarterback in football right now. 50 touchdowns last year, nearly 5,000 yards. The guy's a star.
He's down 38 points every game.
Joe Burrow is phenomenal. Zach Taylor has a brain the size of a T-Rex, okay? But it doesn't matter when you have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Don't matter. It does not matter. Joe Burrow leading his team to the Super Bowl and to an AFC North championship. Book it. Cincinnati Bengals will win the AFC North.
I'll start here. The Bengals are going to get dead fucking last in that division. the whole city, the whole organization is going to burn to the ground. Zach Taylor is going to be gone by week 6. And if he's not, all hell's going to be break. They're going to be 2-5 to start the season. So he's going to get canned at that point. If the only reason he still got a job is the owner's the cheapest fucking prick in football, and he would have fired him 3 years ago. He just don't want to pay out his buyout. That's the only reason he still has a job. 2-5. Jamar Chase is losing his mind at this point. He's bitching. Joe Burrow's, has that girlfriend who's a lesbian, not a lesbian. We don't really know.
Olivia Ponte.
Joe Burrow dresses.
Alleged lesbian.
And Joe Burrow dresses as a lesbian. He dresses a lot in the pantsuits like Ellen DeGeneres and Hillary Clinton. A lot of people say that he has the same stylist as those two. All the wheels are falling off the wagon in Cincinnati. They're gonna go complete rebuild. I mean, they haven't signed the best player on their team in Hendrickson. Well, obviously besides Burrow, obviously
there you go.
A best defensive player. He's been loyal. He's been loyal to the team, and they're fucking him around apparently. Anyway, dead last. Bengals will probably win like 7 games. Joe Burrow will throw for 9,000 yards and 900 touchdowns, but they're gonna win 6 games. I'm going to go with the Brownies winning 7. Joe Flacco, like I said, I think he can win 7. My Pittsburgh Steelers will finish 9-8. They will go to the postseason, and
Wrong.
they will lose.
Wrong.
9-8, go to the postseason. They will absolutely lose round 1. And the Ravens and Lamar Jackson, who's a family man that Dylan decided to tear down, and I can only imagine why, question his character and tear the man down. He's done nothing wrong in his life except be a good teammate and try to win football games. They're going to win 12 games this year. They'll be solid again.
He may try to win football games, but he doesn't do a very good job, at least not in the postseason.
Sickening that you attack a man like that. High character, black man. You just tear him down.
He's a pillar of the community. I just said he likes to get around. Is he married?
Oh, no.
I don't think he is. I don't know. Let's ask AI. Or let's ask Bailey. And I'll ask AI. Bailey, I just want it to look like the Joe Rogan podcast. Hey, Bailey, can we find out if Lamar Jackson is married?
He's like, no, I have the switcher up, and I'm following Vanderbilt recruiting on my phone right now. We landed a big 2.5 star out of Mobile.
Okay, he's not married, but he's been with Jamie Taylor since 2017. According to Ari Brewpub.
Sounds like a very reliable source.
The Knot also says that he has a girlfriend. But hey, look, he's been with her for that long. Why have they not been married? Just saying.
It's a smart financial decision.
Question marks. Actually, that is a smart financial decision. Kudos to Lamar Jackson. It's still not a good postseason quarterback, but I like the guy. Nice guy. Family man, pillar of his community. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we'll restate the order. For me, I went I'll go back to the other two. So we went Jacksonville Jaguars, Indianapolis Colts, Tennessee Titans, Houston Texans. Turner went Tennessee Titans at the bottom, Indianapolis Colts 2, right?
No,
Jacksonville
3. No, Jags.
Jags 3,
yeah.
Colts 2, Texans 1.
And I would like to say the Jags and Titans are going to be real close to the bottom of the division. I forgot that they had those weirdos running the team in Jacksonville now. Doug Peterson was a leader.
He's going back. I told you.
No. They're both going to win like 4. It's going to be 3 wins and 4 wins.
Okay. AFC North, I went Pittsburgh at the bottom, Cleveland 3, Baltimore 2, Cincy 1. Turner went with a repeat of last year, the Bengals at the bottom.
Dead last.
Cleveland 3, Steelers 2 with 9 wins, and the Ravens with 12 wins or 14 wins or 17 wins at number 1. He thinks they're like the best team in football.
I just appreciate black athletic quarterbacks, unlike some people in this room.
His race has nothing to do with it, nor does his sexual orientation. It's his performance in the postseason. I don't care if you're black, green, brown, purple, or pink. Win games in the playoffs.
What if you dress up in Hillary Clinton pantsuits to come to your football
then
games? Is that a leader of men?
Look, Joe Burrow teeters the line on what is acceptable. I'm okay with it. But I will say, if he starts to paint his nails, I will not be a fan anymore.
Oh, that's going to happen this year.
Then I will be. I would rather Lamar Jackson win than Joe Burrow. I don't think he's going to ever go that route. I don't think he's Jared McCain-esque. Okay, who, by the way, Jared McCain has his own fingernail polish.
Who the hell is Jared McCain?
The guy from Duke who does all the TikToks and paints his nails. He's got his own finger polish nail
for him.
Line.
Just a man that's comfortable, that likes a little color on the nails.
Okay, we're going to go. We're a little bit over our time anyway, so I know we were going to talk college football. Turner wanted to talk about Texas Tech. So I'm just going to use that as a topic.
Oh, yeah, that's what Garrett requested.
I do have a little bit of I guess we can do Big Finish with these topics, okay?
All right, let's do it.
So Big Finish. Time for the Big Finish, okay? Let's start with that one. Starting with college football, Texas Tech has gone on a spending spree this offseason and is stealing away players left and right from big organizations. Turner seems to think that people have a problem with this. Is this a good thing for college football that a team like Texas Tech is able to take some of these players? And will they actually be competitive in football or basketball next year?
First of all, they're always fucking competitive in basketball, so pump your fucking brakes.
I wouldn't say always. I would say the last couple of years.
Well, since Chris Beard was there.
Yeah, so 5 years.
Since that guy.
Pre-wife beating, allegedly.
Yeah, well, you know, he likes to put his hands on women.
Well, allegedly. Let's be clear.
No. Texas Tech, I mean, the football team will be good this year. They're playing in the Big 12, dude. I think they're going to win. I'd have to see their non-conference.
You think they're going to win the conference?
I'm going to say they play for the conference championship.
Really?
I don't know if they win it. Yeah.
I just think it's hard to turn around a team with that bad of a culture, and I think McGuire. McGuire's horrible.
Joey is culture.
Joey McGuire is not good.
Joey is culture.
I will give him this. They have quite the fucking non-conference playing Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Kent State, and Oregon State. What a
pretty
tough
rich
3
coming
games
from
there.
A Texas fan.
Well, we go to fucking Ohio State, buddy.
Well,
okay,
y'all go.
Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Kent State
Pine,
couldn't beat Alamo Heights JV team.
Pine Bluff has a hell of a team. These days.
I bet they do.
That's what I've heard.
Well, look, they damn near lost to Abilene Christian last year at home. So let's pump the brakes.
That's actually a really good point, though. That's a really good point. Why play Abilene Christian where you could lose, or you go play those warm-up games? You go Kent State, Arkansas, Pine Bluff.
Then they got Oregon State at home at 2:30 on September 13th.
Oregon State's a squad. The Beavers are a squad.
Oh, yeah, they're real good since they dropped out of a conference.
They
have to go to Utah.
With Texas State in the
Here's
Pac-12.
their conference schedule. They go to Utah, to Houston, home versus Kansas, at Arizona State, home versus Okie State, at K-State in Manhattan, home versus BYU, home versus UCF, at West Virginia.
It's a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet, all right. I think they can do it. I think they can play for the conference championship.
I mean, I'm just looking at those teams, and they're just all fucking horrible. So it's very possible.
Oh, my God.
That's the worst conference in football. It's not fucking close.
The worst conference in football?
In the big Power Four.
Oh.
The legitimate conferences. Yeah, no, that's by far worse than the ACC. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, well, I think it is.
No.
Yeah,
You're
it definitely
just making
is.
that shit up. The ACC is fucking dog shit.
I think Clemson's better than any team there.
Yeah, no. Clemson's better, but then Arizona State's pretty good too. Like, I'm just saying.
They were last year.
Clemson, Florida State sucks.
Yeah, but I think Florida State will be better this year.
Miami and Clemson.
Clemson are better than any of the 2 teams over there, and they get better players than any of those teams, except now maybe Texas Tech.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying across the board, the rest of the ACC is real bad.
I don't think the ACC is great. I'm just saying I think they're better. Like,
close.
If Florida State is back to close to normal,
they're not going to be.
You don't think so? You think they're just dead?
No, I don't think they're dead. I think they'll be better. But I mean,
SMU too. They have SMU.
I think the SMU moved over there.
I think the SEC is better.
ACC is better. Yeah,
I don't think it's a big margin, but I think they're better.
I would agree. Actually. Yeah, I forgot about SMU.
And Syracuse wasn't bad last year. And they've actually got a couple of recruits too. Anyway, all right. So, but you think Texas Tech is being good like this is good for the sport?
Of course.
Okay.
It's a Texas team.
Okay. Moving on. Let's go number 2. Jannik Sinner won the Wimbledon final over Carlos Alcaraz after losing the first set. He had blown a 2-0 set lead serving for the match in the French Open. At Roland Garros just a month prior. Do you think that Jannik Sinner at this point in his career is better than Carlos Alcaraz?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a loaded
question. Did the Wimbledon final affect your opinion? Does that change anything?
No, I've always thought Sinner, and everybody that knows tennis agrees, Sinner is going to have the more illustrious, more wins. He's going to be healthier. He's going to be the more consistent player. Carlos Alcaraz, top end. Like, I'm talking, 6 gear playing. Like, if they each played perfect against each other, I think Alcaraz has the slightly bigger game and it's slightly better overall athlete.
Yeah.
So it's like, but the way he plays each point and the pressure he puts on his body, center is just so smooth and so good and so powerful. Like you said, center should have beat him in the French Open.
Yeah, absolutely should have.
That's Carlos's best surface. So it's like, absolutely should have beat him there in 3. Loses the first set here and then comes back and wins the next 3, correct?
I gotta hand it to him mentally. Like, to lose the first set, he was up a break in the first set too. He is up a break, lost that, and then got broke again. He got broke back-to-back games. He lost the last 4 games after being up a break, and then comes out and breaks Carlos in the first game of the second set, and then goes on and wins 6-4, 6-4, 6-4, and just it didn't look like there was even a question of, at least on this day, who was better.
Right.
Sinner was the better player for the entirety of the match. It was not even the first set, with the exception of there was 2 games where Carlos raised his level. But I will say this, I do agree with you in the sense that the level that Carlos raised his game to in France or in Paris when he was down 0-2. Some of the shots and the level of play, I don't know if Sinner has that gear, but Carlos can only go there very, very seldom.
Yeah, he had to play perfect. Yeah,
he found this where he was just playing the best maybe he'll ever play. And at that point, yes, he's better than Sinner, but I agree. And right now, I think it's 4-5. I think the French Open is the difference of Carlos has 4 and Carlos has 5, Jannik has 4 major championships. And they might be the only 2, barring injury, to win major finals in the next 5 years. They're that fucking much better than everybody else. There is no one fucking close. And you had Medvedev was kind of there for a little bit. He's fallen off. Taylor Fritz is never going to get there. Ben Shelton's never going to get there. There's no American coming up.
Fritz just needs a tournament where the one he
one
has the
gets
best
hurt,
chance.
One gets upset.
Yeah, one gets hurt, and then because Fritz has got a big enough game the way he plays to win. To beat one of them on grass on a crazy day.
Grass, could he win on hard court, or does it have to be grass, you think?
Probably 5 sets, probably grass.
I would think grass.
Maybe a hard court.
He's been to the back-to-back semifinals at Wimbledon.
Andy Roddick was talking about it the other day in his podcast. The best player, probably the best player ever to not win a major is Alexander Zverev. He's just, and he's been in the generation with Federer, Nadal, and now he's gotten this one, and they're like, listen, he can blame himself because he's choked away opportunities, obviously. But it's the fact that he hadn't won one is crazy, is what they were saying. It's
he's a mental
he'll go down as the best player ever to not win a major if he can't get over that.
You said you think he's going to win one.
Yeah, I just think that he's got a big enough game that something goes his way and then he ends up winning. But who knows? He's a mental midget. So, but he used to have the second serve yips, and he did get over that. So you never know.
NBA Summer League. Cooper Flagg struggled mightily in Game 1, going 5 for 21 from the floor with just 10 points. Game 2, he came back against the Spurs and dropped 31. Looked much better. Any concerns? I know it's just Summer League about how Cooper Flagg played in the beginning. Were you impressed with what you saw from him?
I think it's just a non-story. It's Wemby didn't play great in his first Summer League games.
I agree.
I mean, I just don't think it matters. Although, the one I was kind of worried about, did you see Con Knippel's stats the other day?
No, was it bad?
Dude, he was 1 for 9 and 0 for 5 from 3 in his first. Now, listen, it's very early on.
No, but when you're really that bad.
Those Duke guards that have come in and been it's interesting. You made a good point on that. And I was now he could have had a great second game. I have no idea. I just was scrolling through, saw him shooting free throws at the end of the game, and I was I wonder how he played. And it was 1 for 8 of the field, 0 for 5 from 3 with a few turnovers.
Yeah, he got drafted by the Hornets, right?
Yeah, it was the Hornets he was playing for.
Yeah, like I said, it's a combo. I said it was white guards, but to me it's white guard forwards and Duke guards that tend to really, really struggle, with the exception of Jason Tatum. I'm looking here. I don't think he played in the second game. Yeah, he didn't play in Game 2. So I don't know. What did he finish with in Game 1? Do you remember the numbers? What it was?
I think it was
I'm pulling it up right now.
I think it was 1 for 8 or something like that. 0 for 5 from 3, something like that. He made some free throws at the end. That's all I remember seeing.
He's
just on in the background, and I was oh man, he had a bad game.
Kyle Filipowski had a huge game.
Yeah, he was balling. I saw that.
He's leading Summer League.
It was actually funny in a
it was 1 for 8, 0
clip
for 5
of the
free
throw line. There was 5 guys in the picture, and the Utah white guys and the Utah Hornet. It was Knippel, Filipowski. Utah has the kid that went from like Gonzaga. They have one of the Gonzaga guys over there. Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was like, dang, look at all these
not
guys.
Timmy, right? No, it's not Timmy.
Timmy, I think it was. Maybe it wasn't one of the. Anyway, there was just a lot of them out there. It's pretty funny.
Oh, they have Max Abmas on their team too. That kid from Texas who was at Oral Roberts. Anyway, oh yeah, Kalkbrenner probably because he's on the Hornets too. Ryan Kalkbrenner.
Oh no, the guy I'm thinking of was the guy from UConn, McNeely.
Oh yeah, Liam McNeely.
He was balling. Yeah. He had 22.
Yeah, he played good in that game. He came off the bench and played really well.
And 12 boards and 6 assists. Yeah.
Yeah, Con Knippel on that game was 1 for 8, 0 for 5 from 3, and 3 from 6 from the free throw line with 3 turnovers, and had 5 points. He did not play well at all. I wonder if he'll play today. Anyway, I will say this real quickly about Cooper Flagg. Not concerned about Summer League performance. I am going to say this. I thought this from the beginning. I thought he was overhyped coming out. Not that I don't think he was the deserving number 1 overall pick. I would have drafted him number 1 at the time. I think that everybody's saying he's like this franchise-changing generational talent, the same way Wemby was. It was the same way they talked about Zion. It was the same way they talked about LeBron. Like those 4 guys, kind of the 4 highest prospects since LeBron, right? I don't think he's that. And watching him in the second Summer League game, when he actually played well, this was concerning. I watched him struggle to go by Carter Bryant. And Carter Bryant played good defense. He was horrible everywhere else. Carter Bryant was atrocious offensively. However, he has a really slow first step, Cooper Flagg does, against a Summer League defender. That was what was concerning to me. It wasn't his shooting. I don't care about his shooting. He shot it much better in the second game. Everyone's like, oh, he scored 31 points. Yeah, he shot 18 free throws. Yeah, he shot 18 free throws in that game. They gave him every fucking call. He's not shooting 18 free throws in a regular season game. Other people might. He's not going to get those calls in the first year of his career. And I will say this. As bad as NBA defenses are, the one thing you can count on for the first year of a player like that, it's the same way with Wemby. It was the same way when LaMelo Ball came out. Anybody that there's hype around, right? Lonzo. People want to guard that guy and show that guy's not as good and does like this. Welcome to the NBA. So Cooper Flagg is going to get that attention every single night. And if what I saw in Summer League Game 2 in terms of how he moves against other people and facing up, I am a little concerned. And I'm going to make a bold prediction here. From what I've seen in the beginning of Summer League, and I've watched a lot of tape back too. I'm not just basing it on what I saw in Summer League. Dylan Harper is going to be the best player in the draft. He is. Dylan Harper is going to be a star. He's going to be a first-team All-NBA level player. That guy, and I was talking with Vex about this, he is built for the NBA. And once again, the Spurs luck out because, including myself, anybody and their mother, if the Spurs get the number 1 pick, take Cooper Flagg. Because I think he's going to be better than Cooper Flagg. That's what I believe. I believe he will be an All-NBA first-team MVP-level player for the San Antonio Spurs. I think Cooper Flagg will be like an all-star. And I think Dylan Harper, Wembanyama, and Stephon Castle, are going to be the first time ever we get back-to-back-to-back Rookie of the Years, number 1. And number 2, I think they're going to be a better version of the Thunder's SGA, Chet, Jalen Williams. I think we're going to win.
Should be because Wemby's.
And if we can keep all 3 of them, I think we're going to win 3 to 5 championships with that core.
I think they're that good. I think we should be able to keep them at least for
8 years.
Yeah.
Each.
Yep.
And so Wemby for life. I mean, I don't know, but anyway, that's my bold prediction.
I don't hate to take. I think Cooper Flagg's going to be a fine player, like you said. I think he'll be an all-star at some point, or will be an all-star. But to even mutter his name in the same sense as Wembanyama's joke. I mean, they're just. Wembanyama's a once in a 30-year type player. Cooper Flagg, in my opinion, is just a good number 1 overall pick. Like he's solid. He was always going to go there. That was the deal. So yeah, you and Vex know way more. Hopefully Dylan Harper does pan out. I'm not going to say anything nice about him because I want us to win.
Thank you for that. Yeah,
you're welcome.
By the way, Vex does love him too. Okay, quickly. Sorry. We have LeBron James agent Rich Paul said that LeBron intends to play on a championship contender for whatever time is left on his career. He just signed a 2-year extension with the Lakers. There are rumors that LeBron wants out of LA. 4 teams have inquired about LeBron and possibly trading for him: the Mavs, Warriors, Cavs, and Clippers. Do you think it would be a good or bad move for LeBron to leave this late in his career after he's already at this point where he's not a top 5 player anymore, in my opinion?
No, because he just needs to try to win. He's just worried about winning another championship for his legacy, and I don't think he thinks he can do it in L.A.
Do you think he could do it in Dallas, Golden State, Cleveland, or L.A. with the L.A. Clippers? I don't think he could do it any of those places.
No, but the best chance would just go, like if he just went to the Rockets with Durant and ran it for 2 years and Durant played at the level he could, they could win a championship.
The problem is he just signed for that contract, and now getting traded somewhere, like they're not going to be able to make that trade with some of those salary concerns.
It still doesn't even make sense to do it for the Rockets because I know they would. Like they would if they could, but it's like they're going to have to trade whatever. They're going to have to trade everybody left that has a pulse on that team. And it's like, okay, you're throwing away the next 10 years for 2, hoping you're good enough to beat Oklahoma City and hoping you could beat when the Celtics come back healthy, that kind of deal. It would be stupid in my mind, but I do think LeBron will one out or the Lakers are going to try to go get someone who's an older veteran and then LeBron, Luka, and another big vet could win a title if they're playing well.
It is fascinating because it does make sense for the Lakers to trade him. Like, if they could get something back.
Oh, yeah. To build around Luka. They absolutely should.
And so it's actually, I thought, oh, no way. But the more I think about it, like, if you find a team willing to give something up, it might actually happen. And I just think it would taint him even more to go championship chase another team.
He tainted himself.
No, I agree, but it's like, to me, if he goes
my talents to South Beach.
Well, I guess the way I think about it is this: if he goes to any of those teams, more than likely, except maybe Houston, he's probably not going to be a Finals MVP on whatever team he goes to. And so it's like, okay, so if you go and win a championship and you're not the Finals MVP, in his mind, is that the same? I don't think it is, because it wouldn't help him get any closer to Jordan winning a championship as the second or third best player. It would just look bad. It would look worse, to be honest. All right, last thing on the docket. Give me your pick, and I'm going to go first, and you close us out. Picks for the British Open, for the Open Championships. I had $7 left in my DraftKings account. I had put in 100. I made money. I withdrew 250, so I made 150, but I had $7 left over that came in from, like, I guess me betting promotion that I couldn't withdraw, but that was bettable. So before I left Virginia, I took it and I put it on one guy to win the British Open.
It better not be my pick.
And it was 25-1.
Is it Tommy Fleetwood?
It was Tommy Fleetwood. I swear to God, no.
Let's go. He's gonna win. It was so funny. I swear to God. I was like, I have a feeling. I was like, I don't know. I have a feeling Tommy Fleetwood.
I thought the same thing. I was like, he's due. He's due. And if anybody was due,
and he's back. So it still won't be winning in America. So he feels like he can win.
I think he's gonna do it. And he was like,
that's crazy. I mean, I guess he's good over there, so it makes sense. Yeah, I think he's gonna win. I'll pick Tommy Fleetwood with you. And if it's not Tommy Fleetwood, if it's not Tommy Fleetwood, it's gonna be Terrell Hatton.
Okay, I like Terrell Hatton too. He's been up there as well. Yeah. But give me Tommy Fleetwood 25-1. Lock it in to win the British Open.
That'd be good.
Now, if it did, that is meant to be because you said it. You go, it better not be mine.
Yeah, when you said it was 25-1, I was like, it's Tommy Fleetwood.
That's too funny. That's hilarious. Okay. Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Slobberknocker Sports Podcast. Episode 90 coming in hot next week. We're 11 episodes away from our 100th episode. We'll do a special giveaway for that one. Also, I'm going to have Wes Miller on the show coming up this next week or two. Going to have Vex on the show coming up. I'm talking to Michelle right now, trying to get her on the college football show. Yeah. So we'll have that coming up in a couple months. We're going to have some more guests on. We're trying to get some college football players back on as well. So be on the lookout for some guests coming up. And we hope you guys enjoy the show. If there's anything you ever want us to talk about on the show, comment on it on the comment section below. Text me, and we'll bring up your topic on the show. Or if you ever want to call in and you're a watcher of the show, go ahead and call in. Also, shout out to all the boys in Virginia. If you're a new subscriber to this podcast, you're watching this episode, all those guys I met at Sam's bachelor party this weekend. I sent them the podcast, and I know a couple of them subscribed. Hopefully they all do, but shout out to those guys. Had a good time this weekend over at Sam's bachelor party. So, and shout out to Sam Hazelwood. You're getting married. You're going to start dying just a little bit every day.
Every day.
Have a good one. We'll catch you guys next week.